Hey, newbie. Oh, this? It's a lot less painful than it looks. It's an IV. Have you never been to the hospital before? Explains why you're looking at everything like it's a new attraction. Oh, I'm doing better. Not the greatest, but it's better. Sorry? Why are you sorry? It was your first time. None of us could have predicted what would happen. I got too cocky and I let my ego get in the way. Listen, you've done nothing wrong, so you don't have to blame yourself for anything. I'm not injured because of you. I'm injured because I wanted to protect you. You're my responsibility. And as the person who's responsible for you, it is my job to handle the more higher risk and dangerous task. Yeah, I guess you could say I did end up with a broken wrist. I used most of my magic on you, not to mention I didn't have much time to focus on the both of us. That's good to hear. So he's with the doctor. Scary. You think the doctor is scary? Oh, please. It may seem like sometimes they have a stick up their ass, but trust me, if you see how the doctor interacts with Sarah, it's like a parent nagging on their child. Oh yeah, they get on Sarah's case all the time. Vampire hygiene stuff. It's fascinating, but I don't think any of us wants to see that all the time. You want to see my wrist? I mean, there's not much to see, but the brace... Don't frown at me like that. I've told you before, it's not your fault. Things happen. Life happens. Just because it happens, it doesn't mean anybody's responsible for it. We both didn't know any better. If anything, it should have been more on me considering I'm more experienced than you. I guess it's my karma for having my ego up my ass. Oh, please. I was a jackass when we first met. Maybe it wasn't that obvious, but I would say I did say a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have said or shouldn't have turned into a joke. I'm sorry if any of those things offended you or made you feel a certain type of way about me. I don't know, it's just a problem I have with strangers. When I saw how you cried over me, it made me think, wow, I've been a huge dick. I didn't even realize I was losing blood, or that it was trailing behind me. Yeah, I thought it was Grandel's blood, but it was mine. I just managed to subdue him. Yeah, now he was in an unconscious state. I never intended for you to be that traumatized during your first mission. I thought we would grab some info and then make a run for it. We would fill our services, but I had no idea someone planted a trap. It was like they knew we were coming. It was like a spell. Well, there was no tripwires or anything, otherwise we would have been exploded as soon as you opened the drawer. And I was even reading the paper out loud. Someone might be targeting me. Which means it will be dangerous for you to be around me. If that's the case, I can, transfer you to someone else. Someone more qualified and someone who won't put you at risk. You want to stay with... Mage, look. I appreciate that you think you can hold your own next to me, but there might not be a time where I can protect you. I mean, look at me. Pathetic, right? Here I am in the hospital for broken wrist connected to an IV so I can get more blood. I only just became conscious today. And 2 weeks have passed? I know none of this is either of our faults, but I can't help but feel like it was mine. I shouldn't have been so careless. I should have considered all the possible outcomes. I should have room checked like I've always done, but because I looked at the room, I assumed the poisonous gas was the only thing. But all the dangers of the room had fled and were long gone by the time that we came. I should have checked. I should have checked. I should have done better. I'm okay. Oh, yeah, I'm alive. Doesn't feel like I am. I'm in this shitty state. I shouldn't be like this in front of you. You want to stay by my side? Don't you have places to be? They let you take off for today. Yes? You're welcome. Being there for you? I would have to be... Relax? Are you okay? You saw your coworker almost die. I heard from Sarah on the phone earlier. She said you fainted, and when you woke up, you were searching for me like crazy. She had to tell you that I was in the hospital. Scared? You were scared for me? Hey, wait. Oh, I appreciate the hug, but I also appreciate not being in pain. There you go, crying again. I'm fine, see? I mean, if all this pain and wires and IVs, maybe I should be the one that's crying, you know? It should hurt me. You're not crying? Uh-huh. Sure. I'll believe that when you can say that to me with a smile. Invited you to a party. Oh, crap. Everybody went to the party, didn't they? Delayed it. Why did they delay the party? Because of me, they shouldn't have done that. People wanted to go. They made plans and schedules that you can't just push something back for my sake. Oh, crap. Oh shit. This is not good. It doesn't matter if I wasn't going to be there. Okay, so? They can see me a billion other times. I don't have to come to a party. Especially if I'm hospitalized. How could they go to a party knowing I'm on the brink of death? I wasn't on the brink of death. All I did was hit the ground a little too hard and fought Grendel, which did cause my head to bleed. Minor concussion. Okay, maybe it was a bit of an emergency, but I'm okay now, see? You're still worried, aren't you? Look, Noob, Mage. I have had to deal with fizzes for my entire life. Back at my kingdom, I have dealt with those fizzes. When I was a little girl, my mom used to shut the curtains all the time. The key to hiding from them was for them to not see any light. Despite being creatures of darkness, they always did hate the darkness. That's why Nick always needs a nightlight. Yeah, he's like a little kid. He doesn't like the dark. It's not like some cartoon show where all they have to feel is negative emotions and extreme trauma to turn into a fizz. Something has to be planted in them first. Like how spiders plant venom into our bodies, and it slowly kills us from the inside. It's kind of the same thing for a fizz. Plenty of us have gotten angry and frustrated and extremely stressed. Same thing for a fizz. That's how human emotions work. We have felt all of these things, and yet none of us have turned into fizzes. I can't even count the amount of times Vera has gotten angry or Sarah has gotten stressed. For me, I don't really allow myself to feel. My mother taught me that it was always best to hide our emotions, so me and my brother always made it apparent that whatever affected us, we ran away from it. If it was too much for us to bear, we would turn the other way, or both agree to leave the room. Whenever our parents argued, we always had a fear that they'll turn into these monsters. However, thanks to doing some more research of Sarah and Sylvian's wilderness discoveries, I can say for sure now that my mother had no idea what she was talking about. And unknowingly, she made me scared of everything for a very long time. I had a bad run-in with a fizz once. Yeah. He didn't take too kindly to me eating the blueberries in the bushes. Hence the scar on my wrist. At first, I thought it was like some type of witch's mark. But that would have made sense, because I didn't even learn how to use magic till 3 years ago. Nope. I'm a late bloomer witch. And quite frankly, the only one in the facility. You met Selenia? Green eyes. And kind of like a blonde hazelnut type hair. Yeah, that's Selenia. You like to joke to say that she's Sylvian's helicopter parent. Yeah, the two of them are stuck like glue to each other. It's mainly because, well, Selenia used to be a great witch of Aylesvale. The problem is she's not recorded in history, and when she was alive, her using magic was like a double-edged sword. The most she could tolerate was healing people. Anything else she would just straight up throw up blood. However, if she ever exerted herself during healing, then she would just cough it up at most. You don't know? You may be able to see and touch Selenia, but that's because she's been in a ghost-like form for a very long time. To be honest, I'm not sure what she is. I don't even think she knows. I used to be able to just see her and not touch her, and one day she was able to pull me away from Sylvain when I got too close to her. Well, she pulled me away because I wanted to check on Sylvain. Poor girl was hindered riding a bike down that rocky hill. Those two are so inseparable. It's like only they can understand each other. Envy. I don't know if I envy something like that. How about this? When I'm released from the hospital, we can go out. My treat. I don't have any broken bones or anything, so I should be okay. Well, besides my wrist. If carrying things that belong to me eases your mind, then I guess I don't mind. Yes, you can stay with me until visiting hours are over. After that, don't try to sneak and stay. Go home. You sure you're okay? No. I figured... Missed me? It's only been 2 weeks, you're fine. If you really don't want to, I won't transfer you. Watch a movie. Ugh, fine. I'll scoot over so you have some space. Ugh, fine, I'll scoot over so you have some space. So, which movie? Seriously? Cars. Oh no, I'm not judging. You didn't strike me as the Lightning McQueen type. Fine. Fine. I mean, I already know what happens. I watched this movie when I was like a little kid. Sure. I always thought Mater was goofy. You Lightning McQueen lover. Hey, the movie's over. Are you asleep? One, 2, 3. Well, as much as I love cuddling... Ah! Oh, fuck, you almost took me down with you! What? Visiting hours are over. You don't care. Well, newbie, I... Clinging on to me, huh? Fine. Today's a Friday, so they won't check the room. Well, like... Today's a Friday, so they won't check the room since... Hey, be easy. I'm only allowing this because you're upset. You're like a lost puppy. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be here when you wake up. Jeez, I have to promise now? Fine. I promise I'll be here when you wake up. Now go to sleep. Sweet dreams, mage.